living with the Himba beautiful traditions and daily life. African as a whole are surrounded by many beautiful cultural practices. The Namibian are not kept out of the understanding of these practices, which more light would be thrown on. What comes to mind first is the tribe Himba. Who is the Himba tribe? The Himba are those ethnic groups that live in the most desolate and arid northern regions of Africa. There are over 500,000 people estimated as the Himba people. The Himba people might be Bantu heritage. According to history, they migrated from southern Africa many centuries ago. They were also said to occupy the Guinea. Although the influence of the colonial powers would have been a positive means of deteriorating the unique culture of the Himba people, but these are the classical traditions and norms that are transferred to the next generation. 1. The Himba practice of ancestral worship. One of the cultures one can use to identify the Himba people is the worship of ancestral gods and the maintenance of the sacred fire Okaruwo, which is meant to be a vital link between the living and the dead. This fire burns consistently to prove the existence of their deity. They solemnly believe on. The monotheistic system. The god is distant from them, and all communication is passed through their male ancestors. The headman of the tribe has the only right to stand as the intermediary who speak on behalf of the Himba people and get solutions to their problems. The fire is one of the most Himba sacred belief systems. Strangers are not permitted to walk between the Okaruwo and the headman's hut. It is also stated that strangers are not meant to pass through the cattle kraal too. Polygamy is allowed among the Himba people. No one chose to do what is above his power. The capability of a man willing to marry more than one wife is well defined by the wealth he possesses and the mindset to take all responsibilities as he chooses to marry them. 3. Giving out a wife to a guest. Another culture of the Himba people that looks so absurd against other African tradition is the giving out of a wife to a guest at night. When a man comes visiting and a knock is heard at the doorpost of the host, it is culturally believed that the man will kindly open the door for the visitor, which shows a sign of approval and pleasure of seeing him. This is termed as Okujepisa Omukazi treatment, meaning giving a wife to a guest to spend the night. In this case, the husband sleeps in another room, and if no one is available, he sleeps outside the building. Most reasons connected to this is to avoid jealousy and to foster good relationships. 4. Bathing is forbidden among the Himba people. Another tradition that seems so unbelievable is the avoidance of natural water bathing. The process of bathing is recognized with the use of smoke. When a fire is set, the heat that is profuse as a perspiring factor serves as their normal bathing, and through this, they apply aromatic resins on their skin. They have a strong belief in red skin color, which signifies earth and blood. This red skin makes them extremely unique, and it is formed from a combination of butterfat, other and amuzubamba scrub. Their skin serves as a protection from the desert scorching sun, insects bite and other bodily protections. 5. Rite of passage. The Himba people observe many rite of passage ranging from birth, dressing, greeting, marriage, transition into manhood and motherhood. These are the few one will be able to explore as they are known. When a child is born, he or she is named for both the paternal and maternal lines. The child normally lives with the mother until 3 years of age. He later lives with the siblings and is taken care of by the entire family. The bottom 4 incisors of the child are knocked out as he attains age 12. It is believed to protect the child. The boys are circumcised at this point, while the girls have what is called coming of age ceremony. The process of burial carried out among the Himba people is portrayed as thus. The body of deceased is wrapped in cattle skin, and the body is laid close to the sacred fire for a day, and once it is ready for interment, which will be taken far from the homestead. At this process, there will be slaughtering of cattle, and their horn would be placed on the grave upward for the males and downward for the females. The number of horns determine the wealth one possesses. In conclusion, there are other cultural practices of the Himba people which might have not been stated here. Among the few ones stated above. 1. Can still lay hand on the taking of permission before entering homestead, permission before taking photos, restrictions from washing hands or face with the use of utensils with clean water, as clean water is regarded as a precious resource for cooking, drinking, and for animals. Readers are free to add up the omitted cultures of the hymn as that are not mentioned. Thanks for watching. Please do like and subscribe for more.